Everybody, and welcome to Deal of the Week. We're the house heroes, and every single week we bring you the best deal we see out there on Friday, 2 p.m. Hit the notification button to be notified. We're looking for the best deals here in Southern California, and we go from county to county to county on a weekly basis trying to find those great deals. Most of these deals are all going to be sold over the weekend. I mean, literally just pounded right through. There's been a couple of them that sold on the day that they went active, and they actually sold that exact day. We didn't even have anyone. Everyone goes, "Hey, I want to look at the house," and then there's no house to show because it's in escrow. So how you doing, Ryan?
Doing all right. Just crazy week. All the different systems you have to go through to show a house now because of coronavirus. As far as all the disclosures and stuff, just takes a ton of time. Home will go get listed on a Tuesday or Wednesday, and if you're not on it that Tuesday or Wednesday to schedule the Saturday or Sunday showing block that they have available, you're not getting in.
Right.
I had clients hit me up now like, "Hey, I'm interested in seeing this property this weekend." I'm like, "Bro, it's Friday. Like, it's too late." They only had a 4-hour window on half-hour blocks. Those 8 people, they got a shot at buying it. We don't. So if you guys see a home you're interested in, let your agent know as soon as you see it that you want to set up a showing, because they got to get it scheduled as soon as possible. And I've seen some of these properties where only 20 people are seeing it, and they know they're going to get an over asking price offer, and one of those people is going to go all the way through and buy it. So that's all they need. And so they're limiting it. So make sure if you guys are out there, you see a deal, jump on it. Don't wait.
So I want to go over a couple things, Ryan, really quick. Hey, guys, we're very interactive here. So if you have any questions or any comments, please leave them in the comment section. We're more than happy to reply to them at any time or even respond to them here live. Also, you make a really good point I wanted to say is that a lot of sellers now are deciding to go ahead and only have open houses or quasi-open houses for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours on a weekend, and then that's it. Then they go immediately on Monday to the actual offers, and then the seller makes decisions. We've seen this in many cases. I know 2 weeks ago, that was a big case there where Ryan had showed a property. It was only going to be open for, 5 hours, Ryan? Yep. They crammed as many people, every 15-minute segments in that house for that single day, and then they turned around and made a decision on Monday. We're very fortunate because our client actually got that property.
Well, I had to fight for a showing too because he gave away my slot because I didn't give him the disclosure quick enough, and I'm like, no, I confirmed the slot,
Right.
So
that's how crazy it is out there.
It's crazy.
I have another property I showed today. It's only being shown between 11 and 4 Friday and Saturday, and that's it. They already have 2 offers on it. It's not even what is it, 2 o'clock? So 3 hours ago, the first actual buyers were able to go through the home. And now what's this craziness that we're running into? We're only, because of COVID, because of the market being so hot, you're bound to show 10 people and get some crazy over asking offer. So what does that mean for you out there? As a seller, you have to take a look at all the different issues that you have by people walking through your home, as well as if I get 30 or 40 offers, that now my mind's blown, and now I have to deal with appraisal issues and everyone trying to overprice it and then ratchet me down or hammer me down on the home inspection report. So it doesn't make sense anymore to get out there and then have 40, 50, 60 people going through my home.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, that the buyers that are out there are motivated because of all the hoops they have to jump through to get there. Same thing. Majority of these listings now, they're requiring that buyer to be pre-approved. Mm-hmm. You have to send the pre-approval with the PED, the coronavirus, disclosure, and you have to show proof of funds. So they know that the people walking through that house are serious. They're ready to put in an offer. And, it works out in their benefit. Yeah. So, the goal here is not to collect paper in the way of offers. It only takes one to get it done. You want to get that best, that solid offer that's going to get it all the way to the finish line and get the seller the most amount of money. So, interactive. Just wanted to do a couple shout outs over here. I want to say hi to Roxy. So Roxy,
hey, Roxy.
Santa Clarita. Good luck out there today.
She's in Santa Clarita?
Yeah, that's where I was last weekend.
You'll be there this weekend, aren't you, Ryan?
I think I'm going to be this weekend as well.
There you go.
So, very cool. What's up, Carolina? Good seeing you on here. So let's jump into it. So what did you bring us today in Buena Park?
So scanning through all the properties I've had over this week, I just saw a brand new listing kind of hit the market, and it's going to be one of those hot listings over the weekend. And I call it the 2 and done, the weekend and done, right? It's like they show on the weekend, and then they're done showing, and they're going to go right to They're going to go right to having the seller make decisions on it. It's on 8435 San Clemente Way in Buena Park. It literally was listed today. It's a trust sale. So I want to say when a trust sale, anybody that is out there looking at homes and they see trust sales, you want to always ask that question. Did someone actually pass away in the house? And in this particular instance, yes, they did. Now, what's interesting, I know, and me and Ryan's run this many times, in the way past, there'd be like a possible discount because less people would look at it. But we're seeing today as a trend that more and more millennials don't really care about that. That's not a sticking point.
Well, it's funny. I had a client. I actually had 2 different clients hit me up on the same property in Long Beach. Very interested in it. It was a little bit under market. Suicide in the house, clearly marked in the private remarks. And that's one of the things. If you guys see a home that looks like a deal, reach out to your agent and ask them, hey, this looks good. Is it too good to be true? Then they can drop down and they can give you the private remarks. Sometimes, like we keep talking about, there's a tenant in place for 6 more months, not paying rent. You got to deal with his, headaches. Sometimes it's, something like this where there's, a death or a suicide or murder or something. You want to know what's really going on behind the scenes, because just because it's been on the market a long time doesn't mean that seller is desperate to sell it. It doesn't mean that it's overpriced, but it could be, and you're not going to know until you reach out and get the real details that you can't see in the description. So in this case here, the property in Long Beach I'm talking about, there was a suicide, and one of my clients wasn't interested in it. The other one saw that, hey, look, this is priced well. I'm interested in it. I reached out to that agent. They already had multiple offers going out, multiple counteroffer going out. 50,000 over asking price.
Crazy.
Basically put it right on line with the last comp that sold, and that multiple was the highest and best, and she only countered the ones that were at that 680. So I was like, all right, well, there we go. We already blew past my client's approval number, and that was that. So just it's wild out there right now. There's no death discount.
Yes. So this property is actually asking price is $599. It is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. It's 1,355 square feet. So it's kind of roomy, definitely built in the 60s. But what the charm of this house is that it has a pool in the backyard as well.
And the best part, it's got water in that pool.
Yeah, and that's exactly, it's kind of funny. I showed 3 pool homes today, and one of them had green water in the pool. Right?
And that's the thing is, you guys have to understand, if you're using financing to purchase a home, they will not lend on a green pool. It's a hazard, it's a risk. Everything is risk based in lending, and they don't want to have that liability. It's an attractive nuisance to somebody like a child who might fall in. You can't dark green pool. Same thing, empty pool. They're worried about that. They're worried about it floating to the top. It is a big ticket item.
Yeah.
And the lenders
it's
realize
a safety issue.
And they, there's a lot of buyers who will come in and unwittingly buy a home like that, realize, oh shoot, this is going to cost more than I can afford, and then they walk from the property. So because of that, unless you're putting over 20% down, you're normally going to have an issue with a lender lending on a pool without water in it, or if that water is not blue. So it's one of those things, you gotta understand, if you got a seller who's willing to work with you, maybe you can, clean out the pool and fill it really quick right before the appraiser goes out there. But you need to keep that in mind if you're looking at homes and you need to use financing and it's less than 20% down. Absolutely make sure that water pool can hold water and you can get it blue.
Right. And I mean, anybody that's looking at pool homes as well, we typically go through steps to make sure that the pool is safe and it's actually working properly. We do a home inspection report, and the home inspector typically has some pool knowledge. So he'll take a look at the pool, and then if he sees anything that indicates there could be some issues, some problems with it, then we bring out a pool inspector. And that's kind of typically the hierarchy of how we do it, or the way that we do it. And at that point, if it turns into something bigger, then the lender actually wants to be involved as well. But more importantly, you want to make sure that you're buying something that you're able just to jump in right away and not have to put in $15,000, $20,000 into a pool because it has so many other issues with it.
Yeah. So run through some more of those specs. I'm going to pull up the comps here, Troy.
Okay.
So this is in the Sand Tract, it's called. So, all in the neighborhoods, this is on San Clemente. There's San Paco, San Marino, San Ramon, San Marcos,
right.
San Pascual.
Very popular tracks.
All of these comps that we're talking about are in the same tract, in the Sand Tract here. And this property, it's in a trust, so it's a trust sale. Really means absolutely nothing. For you, it's going to be handled just like a normal purchase. It's listed at $600,000. There is a model match in escrow. It's $700,000, $699,000, $100,000.
Crazy.
Now that one is fixed up. It's got solar. It's got, they've obviously, here's some pictures of it here. They've opened up the wall. All these homes are pretty much galley kitchens. They opened up the wall. They left the beam and stuff there, and did a high top seating peninsula here, and it looks great.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, a remodel like this, I've got contractors that have been doing these blowouts like this for 20-25 grand, this size, all day, every day, new cabinets, everything. So small investment, you got a big return here. This comp here is the subject property on San Clemente has owned solar. It's got new air conditioning, it said, and it has new dual pane vinyl windows. It's solid. All it needs are the upgrades to the bathroom and the kitchen. So, and that's the most recent comp, 700 and 715. So sorry, these pictures here are from the 715 comp, and just homes in average condition like this, they're running roughly 650.
How far away is that from the house, Ryan?
Oh, these are all like quarter mile or less.
Okay, so they're under a mile. So they're in the same neighborhood.
This one's 0.3, 0.2, 0.4, 0.7.
You're passing these homes to get to look at this home.
Oh, absolutely.
In the same tract. So,
yeah. So there's what some of the photos here. I'm not a big fan of the fully fenced front yard.
But there's a courtyard in there that's pretty
cool.
cool.
When they let me out of jail, I said I'd never go back. So here we go. Like don't block me in like this. I'm just kidding. But the roof looks great. They most likely redid it before they put on the solar. One of the things I always look for on a roof is if they've got the metal valley flashing here. I know. All right, they did a good
they did it correctly.
Job. They did it correctly. I hate when I see them stitched together here. I already know it was probably the weekend warrior who did it. So I like seeing a good valley with the a fresh line cut back the proper distance. One of the things I look for. You can see some of the original windows, but yeah, here's some of the newer windows throughout it. Roll up garage door. And this is the wall. So I would blow open this wall, do a peninsula, and then you've got the big open, kind of great room feel. Through these sliders, again, new slider, dual pane. Through that slider is the pool. Get rid of some of the 60s, the 50s and the 60s on it. Scrape the ceilings, the carpet. Nice wall to mount the TV. Just I would update, that. I'd actually get rid of all the gold. There's the intake for the AC. You got indoor laundry in the kitchen. Solid. That's the wall. I would blow up in that wall there. And then the bathrooms, you have a true master. And the ghost likes Budweiser. That's all we know. So there's nothing in this house except for the Budweiser towel left behind. So, I mean, that right there is worth $100,000, folks, So.
Well, and it's funny, Ryan, because the whole house is vacant except for a Budweiser towel that could not be taken away.
No, they had to leave.
In fact, that's an MLS violation. That's a whole other show for us. The MLS nightmares.
It was written in the trust. If you sell my house, there better be a Budweiser towel left. So yeah, I mean, it just needs updating. I mean, it looks like it had been updated probably in the 70s or 80s based on the tile and the colors and stuff. But there you go. It's a nice pool, good size. Block wall's awesome. The patio cover, it's solid. I really, really, really like that house.
Well, hey guys, thank you very much for joining us. If you have any comments or anything, please leave them there for us. We'll answer all your questions. This is our deal of the week in Orange County. We're trying to rotate every single week. Last week was LA County. We'll probably get the Inland Empire next week and see if the deals that we find out there. But if I find something that's fantastic, or Ryan or Roxy, we're going to absolutely bring it to you regardless of what county it's in. So, check us out on Tuesdays. You'll see us live at 9 p.m. We're doing Tuesday Night Live. Thursdays is a Spanish channel with Roxy. And then we actually tonight at 8 o'clock, we're going to post weekly market update. If you want to know the most current information about your home and where it's at, what county it's in, and what's happening in that county, in that area, tune into us, take a look at it. We have a 15-minute show in which we go over exactly information about those 4 counties in Southern California and what is happening in the market as a whole in the United States.
Yeah. And if you're outside one of those counties and you want info on it, please message us. We'll get it for you. Obviously our team, we've got agents all throughout California and in other states. So we will definitely have you covered. Don's got a question. What's your market prediction? Is it going to stay hot through the summer? You know what? All indications are it's going to be hot. We're starting to see COVID numbers flare up. I don't know. I think there's some risk that they might start shutting things back and scaling back. But what I saw the first go round, all that is for an opportunity for the people that are looking to buy right now that have what we call COVID-proof jobs. I'm working with a lot of nurses right now, a lot in the tech field that, their business is still just humming along. They can't get into homes. So, it might drop from 21 offers on that house back down to 7.
Right.
At the end of the day, if somebody falls out of escrow, there's a line of people waiting to buy it. Just got off the phone with a buyer going through these same numbers. So if you want the full info, definitely tune in tonight, 8 p.m. Facebook. We will have our weekly market update on there. But just remember, beginning of the year, we were 3.3 million homes short, right? In inventory, we're now 3.8 million homes short. So
according to Freddie Mac.
Yeah, according to Freddie Mac. And that number is continuing to go in that direction there.
Right.
So when you've got a shortage of housing and an increase in demand,
and I'll say this much as we kind of conclude the show. I have had several clients that we put into escrow in March, April, and in May. And by the time we closed, which was all 30 days, between 30, less than 30 days, and there's been one that's been about 40 days, all of them have rolled into equity. Believe it or not, when we close that house, their house is worth more than what they actually put their offer on, and their offer was over asking. That's how hot the market is. If we ever get back into a COVID situation in which we're all kind of locked down a little bit, probably not what we're going to see before, the opportunistics of millennials that come out, they are coming in droves, and they're still buying through this. There is no shortage of them, and there's a definitely shortage of homes. So, again, thank you very much, guys. Friday, I appreciate it. You have plenty of other things to do, but listening to us, we appreciate all your information, all the comments, all the questions. We're more than happy to answer them all. You guys have a fantastic and safe weekend. You take care.
Take care. And Don, I'm answering you in the comments as well. See us 8 o'clock. Thank you. Peace.